What's up everybody and welcome to the channel. Today we're going to take a look at this 2023 Audi Q8 Premium Plus with that S-Line package. This one's finished in Mythos Black. MSRP is around the $82,000 mark. So let's go ahead and see what is going to power the standard Audi Q8. So underneath the hood, we'll find the latch right in the center. We have a twin scroll turbocharged 6-cylinder motor. This is a 3-liter engine pumping out 335 horsepower with 369 pound-feet of torque. It's paired to the 8-speed automatic transmission and of course has Audi's Quattro all-wheel drive system. And this car can even do 0 to 60 in 5.6 seconds and even tow 7,700 pounds. Closing the hood now, let's move on to the styling. This is a pretty sharp looking SUV, especially with the S-Line package. It just gives it that more sporty design like an SQ8 or an RSQ8. But we have the LED headlights, really nice DRLs and turn signals all integrated, very sleek, and a lot of sharp lines fade their way towards the hexagonal grille. You can see some safety sensors, front camera along with your blacked out Audi badge, and then a ton of openings to provide cooling to the engine. You also have openings down here to cool off those intercoolers, and overall it's definitely a really sporty looking crossover. I like how unique it is, definitely a pretty cool looking car. We have some sharp lines throughout the hood fading towards the windshield, just really adding to the design. And then along the side, we get the 22-inch wheels, finished in a two-tone color with a red 6-piston brake caliper. You also get body colored surrounding the fender arch and an S-Line badge up above. Nice sharp body lines throughout the door, along with body colored on the door handles. We do have body colored mirror caps with an integrated turn signal as well as a camera on the side, and then all blacked out trim surrounding the windows. You see the panoramic roof up top with roof rails and the roof racks, and the side profile is really sporty. Kind of has that sloping rear end to give it kind of that sportback design, just like how all the lines flow. The rear fender has a pretty large arch too. You can see the sharp body line, how it just curves around the wheel to give it more of an aggressive look. And I like how the rear glass is super angled. The LED taillights also look really nice. They're kind of sunken into the body, have a 3-dimensional look, and they're connecting each other with that red LED bar. Get all your blacked out badging, some cool trim down below with parking sensors, all of your trailer hitch connections right in the center. And I think overall it's a really good looking SUV. In back, we can just press the button underneath the logo, automatically pop open the rear section, and we have a very nice and squared off cargo area. Ample amount of storage in here, definitely a roomy place to be. You can also open this up, and there is a little bit of cargo area along with a spare tire under here. Now from here, you do have to go into the door to go ahead and fold down these seats. But if you just pinch this real quick, you're gonna fold nicely and lock, and you can see just how much more cargo area you're gonna get. And I like how they fold nice and flat. So definitely a super practical family crossover. Of course, the button up on top we can press, automatically close that. Now up on here, this is actually a sunshade. You just very gently pull this up with the key on, of course. This will have a nice sunshade for the whole window. Storage, grab handles, and some nice dark wood trim. And then if I go ahead and lift this back up, we can go ahead and hop inside. So sitting back here at 5'11", I have the driver's seat at my height as well. Plenty of legroom and knee room, fantastic headroom. And I like, since these are frameless, pillarless doors, this little pillar here is so tiny, you just have so much window. Now you have good armrests on the left. Of course, the seats will recline. You can see that. So it gives you a good, comfortable spot. And they even slide forwards and back. Now in the center, we can pull this one down, get a nice armrest along with 2 cup holders. And then a really cool design, you can press this button and the whole piece is gonna come down independently. Now we have climate control settings. This touchscreen will actually illuminate. You have fan speed and temperature, your fans right here, along with over here. So honestly, really a nice back seat. Now let's go ahead and hop into the driver's seat now. Opening the door, we have the same door panel that you saw in back with the black leather. Of course, your controls, Bang & Olufsen audio, and then all the power controls on the seat with smooth black leather and perforated leather. You can see that sunroof up on top. And then hopping inside, foot on the brake. Get a pretty cool animation for the startup as well. And then along the steering wheel, you have your view icon and a few controls. And then of course you have Bluetooth and audio. Taking a look at the gauge cluster, If I just scroll up and down, you can see all sorts of different information come up in that center screen. So really nice to see all that. Scrolling right to left, you can see a few more things that will come up. And then we have our virtual cockpit with the full screen navigation. Tapping view, we get a little bit more traditional style. And of course, you can look through all the same settings that you just saw. Along the steering wheel, you can see the Audi badge as well. We get some paddle shifters, stock on the right side for the windshield wipers, turn signal on the left, and then your cruise control stock is down below here. We have some headlight controls, a little bit of storage, some piano black, and then this leather material with some stitching on the dash. There's more piano black throughout the center, nice air vent design throughout the whole dash as well, with the main ones right in the center. And then if we take a look at the infotainment screen, we of course have navigation, all of your phone integration, different audio controls. Home screen, there's all sorts of different apps that are going to pop up, and you can easily swipe through them. You can go under vehicle, see a few different settings within the car. Going back home, you can continue over, and you have a nice configurable main screen. If we scroll from the top, there's a few more things right up there. And then taking a look at the backup camera, you get a nice view with a top-down 3D camera as well. You can easily swipe around. And then in here, we have different views as well. And then pressing the P button, we're back into park. Underneath that screen, we have another one for all the climate controls, heated and ventilated seating. You can easily toggle your fan speed along with your temperature. We have garage door opener, downhill assist, a few more controls down below that. And when you toggle this icon, you can see the screen up there will pop up with rear climate controls. We have our drive select as well. You can configure all the different driving modes within the car, which is great to see for a utility vehicle. And then a few more down below for climate. We have radio and volume. You can see our shifter with more of this piano black, the smooth glossy wood trim. And then you can see cup holders with a key slot and 12 volt. Now the armrest, you can pull this up and back for better comfort, or just open it up. And we have our wireless phone charging pad with some storage. Then we can take a look at the glove box, which is pretty large. And then one last look at the interior. Nice place to be, really good fit and finish. I like the design of everything. You can see that panoramic roof, dome lights, and then of course a frameless mirror. All right guys, so we are setting off now in the Audi Q8, just in the normal comfort mode, automatic. Got my virtual cockpit up with the cool navigation screen. As far as normal driving, this is a really comfortable place to be. The suspension is incredibly soft right now, just floating over bumps. It feels like a high-end luxury car. Just the way the ride is, it is ultra luxurious and very, very smooth. You can just tell you're in something that is pretty effortless. Visibility is all really good out of the windshield, looking at all the mirrors and everything like that. And I really like when you look over your right and left shoulder, really nothing too crazy. You can see out really nicely back there. Same with your left side. And then getting up to speed just in this basic mode, it's peppy enough. Look at that. We are up to 50 without really stressing the engine or anything like that. So it's peppy enough to just get up to speed. Obviously you can get an SQ8 with a V8 or the RSQ8 with a highly tuned V8. So it's nice to see them offer 3 different versions. But even this one with just the 6-cylinder, it is nice and pleasant to be in. Now if we go ahead and toggle it up into dynamic mode and go to manual mode, let's change the view up just to change things up a little bit. Transmission is pretty responsive as well, to where this can be something fun to drive. If you're like a car enthusiast like myself who likes the most powerful things out there, I like how you can still drive this and kind of get on it a little bit, and it's peppy enough. Some 3rd gear. I mean, it's got power. You can feel the rear end squatting a little bit as you step on it just a tad. So they definitely didn't make it a slouch. It is plenty powerful for just a good normal crossover. And I like how you can of course use the touchscreen just to do that as well. But as far as normal driving, you know, the seats are really comfortable, of course heated and ventilated, so it's nice on a hot day. Good armrest too, especially with the center one moving. It seems like just a good place to be. I could see racking up miles in this and just driving in here for a long, long time. Very insulated from the road with the dual pane windows. And I'll show you these. If you just pull them barely, you can see those sunshades are gonna come up now. So just really nice and luxurious. And for being, you know, about 80 grand, it's not too crazy when you compare it to the competition. Seems like a really nice car.